Good afternoon, my dear students. For this afternoon, we're going to discuss the collision theory and the factors affecting the reaction rate. Okay, but before we proceed, if you have any question, please ask through chat on our GC. Okay? Okay, so here are our learning competencies. Use simple collision theory to explain the effects of concentration, temperatures, and particle size on the rate of the reactions. And the second one, define the catalyst and describe how it affects reaction rate. Okay, now here are our specific learning tasks. Define collision theory and describe how different factors affect the rate of chemical reactions through experimentations on your modules. Okay, determine the role of catalyst in the rate of reactions, differentiate physical change from chemical change, and appreciate the importance of chemical reactions in our daily life. Okay, so here are our introductions. Chemical reactions are all around us. We witness it every day: combustion, digestion, photosynthesis, cooking, and many more. Have you ever wondered what causes chemical reactions? What are we need for our chemical reactions to occur? Okay, for these lessons, we will discuss the collision theory that provides a qualitative explanations of a chemical reactions and the rates at which they occurs. And also in these lessons, it explains why some chemical reactions are faster while the other are slow. Okay, so this theory states that in order for a chemical reaction to occur, the reactant particles or the atoms or the molecules must effectively collide. Okay, so collision theory, collide. Effective collisions means that reactants collide with each other with sufficient energy, or also known as activation energy, and also the proper orientation. The absence of any one of these factors will not result in a chemical reactions. Okay, mawala man ang isa dito, ay hindi na mabubuo or will not result in a chemical reactions. The collision theory further tells us that the rate of a chemical reaction is proportional to the number of successful collisions between the molecules of the reactants, and more often, reactant molecules collide effectively. The more often they react with one another, the faster the reaction rate. Okay, activation energy is the minimum amount of energy used to initiate a chemical reactions. And if the reactant particles do not possess the required activation energy, when they collide, they simply bounce off each other without reacting. The greater the frequency of collisions, the higher the rate of the reactions. The lesser the frequency of collisions, the lower the rate of a reaction. Okay, for you to easily remember the concept behind the collision theory, keep in mind that collision frequency is directly proportional to the rate of reactions. Just like the other molecules in this moving picture, the greater the frequency of collisions, the higher the rate of the reactions. On the other hand, the lesser the frequency of the collisions, the lower rate of the reactions. Okay, so now let us proceed to the different factors affecting the rate of the reaction. Okay, so the first one is the reactant concentrations, or the increasing concentrations of one or more reactants will often increase the rate of the reaction. This occurs because a higher concentrations will react or will lead to more collisions of that reactant in the specific period of time. As what you can see, low concentrations leads to a lesser collisions between the particles, while on the other hand, higher concentrations will lead to a greater collisions between the particles. Okay, okay guys, are you familiar with a Coke and the Mentos candies fountain experiment? Okay, so how about the reaction rate? Okay, so how about the reaction rate when we go to put one Mentos candies? Okay, so I can really see that you are learning because you are familiar with this experiment naman na since elementary up to the junior high schools. Okay, so more candies will result to the faster reaction rate, while one Mentos candies will lead to a slower rate of the reactions. Okay, so let us proceed to the second one. Is the increase in the temperature. Increase in the temperatures will also increase the rate of the reactions in the temperature, will raise the average kinetic energy of the reactant molecules. Okay, do you have any idea what is a kinetic energy? Okay, so very good, that's great. So when we say kinetic energy, it refers to the energy associated through the particles in motion. Okay, energy associated through the particles in motion. Okay, so gumagalaw po. Okay, now I want you to take a look at this. Okay, so in this graphical representations, you can see the cold and hot particles, or cold and hot liquid. Okay, as you can see on the cold liquid, we can infer that the particles is slow in movement in the cold temperature. Well, on the other hand, in the hot temperature, the particles is so or faster in moving. Or in the hot temperature, we can say that it has a higher kinetic energy. Okay, so are you familiar with this? Okay, so glow in the dark. Okay, so or let's stick in the blue stick na lang, blue stick glow. Okay, so particularly this kind of glow in the dark costumes or sticks are particularly used during Halloween parties, or lamp, or for the scuba divers, or life necklace, or even during the concerts. Okay, have you ever wondered how a glow stick glows, or they come? Okay, so when we bend the glow sticks, the vial snaps open, and then two solutions flow together. The chemicals immediately react to one another, and the atoms begins emitting light. That is how it works. Okay, so amazing, right? Okay, but that does not last for a long period of time. Okay, what can we do to extend the glow of the glow stick? Okay, do you have any idea ba kung paano natin patatagalin yung life ng glow stick? Try and be calm in your or type your answer on our GC. Okay, so we can extend it glow by placing it in the glass filled with hot water because the hot water increases the kinetic energy of a particles inside a glow stick that makes it brighter. Okay, huh? We can put it on a hot water to increase the kinetic energy. Okay, so the third one is the proper orientations of a molecules. Okay, so take a look at this. What have you observed in the moving picture? Okay, the two molecules collide but sufficient activation energy. There is no guarantee that the collision will be successful. The reason for this is that molecules also need to collide with their right orientation so that the proper atoms slide up with one another and bonds can break and reform in the necessary positions. That is why properly oriented molecules lead to more effective collisions. Okay, so understood? Okay, so let's continue. For the last backdoor, we have the presence of the catalyst. Okay. Okay, so how have you described the catalyst? Okay, so a catalyst is a substance that accelerates reactions by participating in it without being consumed. Okay, it also provides an alternative reactions pathway to obtain a products. Okay, so these are the products that we use in our daily life. So the first one we have here, the plastics are made of using a catalyst. The next one we have here, the biological soap powder uses biological catalyst, which is the enzymes. And also we have here the enzymes in the pineapple help cook ham to be more tender. Okay, we have here the manufacture of fertilizers via the Haber process involve use of an iron catalyst. And the next one we have here the synthetic materials like polyesters are made using a catalyst. And the last one is the catalytic converters in the course, converting nitrous oxygen and the carbon monoxide to carbon dioxide and the nitrogen. And also in even our body. Okay, catalysts are truly fundamental part of our everyday life. So, is everything clear? If yes, ayun, so proceed na in answering our modules. Okay. Okay, so that's all. Thank you and congratulations on your well-deserved success.